Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Well, look at this Arizona defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. Gets around him. And I think the ball's out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Seahawks are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And shelling him off now up the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here we go. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Cards are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Oh, this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now Richardson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Forced out to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They spot him down at the 14-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Don't jump. Ready?
toss this out right to Walker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Into space at the 45. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
What they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 56 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back to Walker on first down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the half. Richardson flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. It's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with it.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he comes back with one complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets. Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Steady.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
On play action, Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
No jump, ready? 2nd and 10.
Go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And Walker once more. Oh, what a move. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's Keely Ringo who was there in on the stop. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Here we go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Oh, he's hitting, lost the football, put it on the carpet.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now they tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Up the middle, here's Walker. 112 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
Here we go.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Right.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go.
Walker with another carry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Go.
A give for Walker running right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go, Scott. Right.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay